Hello and happy new year to you. Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. Something completely different. Consider this a sort of pilot, if you will, for perhaps a ongoing YouTube show, so to speak, that I might continue doing. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but hopefully. But I have the idea, the concept, and we're gonna call this worst episode ever. Where I take a show that I like, most likely. It might expand past what I like. I might do some other shows that I'm not that fond about. But I'm trying to stick first to the ones I like, and I pick the episode that I think is the worst ever. Because no show is perfect. No show is perfect. No show has ever been perfect enough that it can beat bad 1,000, or whatever that phrase is. I'm not good with it. And so you might see me do more. Like if I do another one, I already have the idea in my head. I'm probably gonna do Simpsons next, and there's at least like 3 or 4 candidates there. But this first candidate, the first episode we're gonna do, the pilot episode, the premiere of worst episode ever, is gonna be. Oh jeez, Mr. BC, look at me! It's Rick and Morty time. It's Rick and Morty time. Yep, I got the for like Christmas presents was the Mr. V6 shot glass and some socks. That package is pretty cool. Anyway, Rick and Morty show that I watched when it started, and then I watched for a while. I watched this back in the day. Gotta realize a lot of people don't know this. When it started, they had like 10 episodes in a row on Cartoon Network. I think it's a great show, a good comedy. It has its missteps sometimes, but I think it's really well done. But and some of the fan base is annoying as fuck. Don't get me started on that. They make wrestling fans look normal sometimes, but not all wrestling fans, to be clear. You know the ones. So now I want to say his name, but that asshole that goes into live streams and says slurs and shit. That guy, people like that. But it started in 2013, and when season 1 finished, you had to wait I think a full 2 years for season 2. And this was kind of, even though Cartoon Network and Adult Swim specifically have kind of had things like that. It's never been it wasn't since I think maybe the days like Aqua Teen Hunger Force had a long wait for the episodes. That this is kind of unheard of. And even though I think the waiting, as annoying as it was, kind of made the episodes feel better because you kind of be like, oh, this is awesome. And I went recently the thing that got me thinking about it again. I watched it. I kind of stopped around season 4 for no reason. I just kind of lost track, and I was going to get back into it, and then I kind of didn't. Is that me and my friends started playing Multiverses, and Rick and Morty are there, and he has never seen the show. And he has HBO Max. We're like, well, let's watch this. So we binge watched the entire show from December. I think either the beginning of December, or the end of November, all the way through December. We finished it well before Christmas. All 7 seasons. And I have some thoughts about it. I pretty much enjoyed every episode I saw there. Some more than others, obviously. I say obviously the Intergalactic Cable, the Interdimensional Cable episodes are probably 2 of the best. The Vat of Acid episode is really great. The Solaric. No wait, I don't remember the name of the episode, but the season 5 finale is absolutely top tier. One of the best things they've ever done. And the premiere for that season 6 premiere, which I think is called Solaric, is great. And Mortification. It's this episode, the season 7 season. Episode 5 is also all those parts are connected. Make a great story. And there's those are premiere probably the best ones. Those are the thing I'm thinking Homer at the Bat or the Treehouse of Horror 5 sort of the Rick and Morty franchise. And there's some other great ones in there. Yeah, I really and some lesser. And now there's some in my mind that I'm definitely thinking we're not that good. But I don't have exact criteria for how I'm gonna do this show. But for Rick and Morty specifically, I have two. We'll go through the ideas for what I think makes a great episode and what doesn't make a good episode. As I have these. Number 1 is that it needs to be funny to some extent. It needs to have good jokes in it. It needs to make me laugh and be good. Number 2, this one can be lesser, if that makes sense, but it would be good if it has some kind of good story. It doesn't have to be a great story, because you can kind of have some kind of one-offs here and stuff, but it needs to have some semblance of something. Maybe feel a little important. It doesn't have to feel important, but it can feel important. But also something that I am entertained to watch, and that's the main thing. I can't get bored with it, And so we have gone through all this, and I'm gonna say the worst Rick and Morty episode ever The inaugural worst episode ever, Rick and Morty, Season 7, Episode 8, Rise of the Number Cons, the movie. Oh, man. And speaking of great episodes, like, I can't remember the name of the episode, but the one with the aliens doing American Idol, doing the Show Me What You Got, Ice-T, that was great, right? That was great, and a great use of the character of this Ice-T character, who, as you can see here, Ice-T is actual ice, and he was water tea, and became Ice-T, yada, yada, yada. All that stuff. He was a great guy. It worked for the plot. He even had an arc in the episode. And the episode is great. It's funny, has a great story. There's a good B plot there with Summer and the rest of the family. But oh boy, somebody said, let's go back a full 5 seasons, and I don't know how many years later, and let's put an episode on the 10th anniversary of Rick and Morty. And let's make it the worst episode we could possibly make. Now, why is Rise of Number Cons bad? Well, first of all, there's no Rick at all. He's not even mentioned. He's not called. This episode, largest the plot, is about Morty going on an adventure with his science teacher. No, his math teacher, sorry. Math teacher because of numbers. And Ice-T and this number war that's a bad Transformers parody. But you would think, considering he's going off planet, that Rick might at least try to call or something in. But, nope. He's not mentioned. He's not here. It's just like this show might as well be called Morty and Golden Flap. Golden Flap. Ah, wait, I didn't mean to click you. No, never mind. I clicked YouTube. Sorry, my ass is it's not thinking about it. I think it's Golden Flap. I can't remember. The teacher, his teacher, might be Golden Flap. Anyway, I'm stalling. This episode is bad because we don't have Rick. That's number one. Number two, it's very dull. Very dull, like, unless you're really into the number cons, and I don't think there's a person in the world who's really into the number cons, even past the one episode they appeared in, you're not going to care what's happening here. I guess I'm kind of going to episode number 3 here, why this episode sucks. It was a great pilot so far, right? Make an argument, this is the worst episode ever. But, number 3 is that this plot is just ripped off from better ideas, and it's not good. It's not even done in a satire way, like, I can't remember the name of the episode, but the episode where basically the family gets the Voltron suits, and we get like Morty narrating about him and Rick's relationship and Summer taking over and all this, and that episode. That is a great like episode. It's a pretty good kind of like anime style episode. It kind of has like the overarching story, good designs, and everything. This is just like this is like the opposite of that. It's like them taking a concept, taking something that people know, and just like doing the most boring thing possible. And I'm not even go into the thing plot by plot because it's not an interesting plot. The plot is, but I will say a few things about it. It's basically Ice-T, his father's killed, and he runs the planet. And he's then by the way, he's voiced by Ice-T, not Ice-T, the character, or Water T, because he's Water T actually. His father, who's like a Q, who's like Water Q or whatever, is killed. Now he does appear later in the episode, voiced by Ice-T, but that's the first plot. He's killed by these numbers. They're fighting the numbers. They're at war with the numbers, and they have this MacGuffin. Magic MacGuffin. Yeah, fuck them hoes. Fuck Comcast. Sorry, that's unrelated, but yeah, fuck Comcast. They little dickheaded bastards are screwing me over. Schlemiels. Can't stand them. They're horrible. Like, if you don't ever try to get with them people for anything. They're cable, internet, phone. Just stay away from them. They're horrible. Their customer service is trash. They got me an issue here with my bill that shouldn't be an issue. Where I don't want to get into it, but it's messed up. Trust me, stay away from Comcast if you can. They are horrible. Xfinity, whatever that fucking stupid name is, bastards. Anyway, just gonna get the whole fucking video demonetized now. Me saying all that. As if anything else, I'm talking about a Rick and Morty's gonna get demonetized. Like I'm getting mine. Like I'm getting a penny for this video. Anyway, he has this magic MacGuffin. It's supposed to like help him win the war against the number cons. The number cons or whatever dumbass names, something like Decepticons. And he goes to Earth for help from Morty's teacher, Mr. Golden Frap. Let me see if I can get his name right. Hold on, I'm really screwing up here. Oh, jeez. Mr. Golden Frap. Yeah, Goldenfeld. Okay, Mr. Goldenfeld, because he's a math teacher, and he was Ice-T's teacher, and he wants his help. But he has Morty in detention. Morty's in detention. So he makes Morty come with him because he's still in detention. and that's why Morty's there, and we get a dumb plot, and there's a seven that a girl seven that's like kind of on the side of. She's deceptive. They capture her as a prisoner, but then her and Mr. T, Ice T end up falling in love, and that's the basic premise. And then no, there's her father, but ends up like getting the MacGuffin. She steals the MacGuffin for her father because she was using Mr. T. I mean, Feisty. What the fuck? I am all over the place. Ice T. She's using Ice T, right? She's using water tea, and then he ends up like another character who's a snake. He was a S, but he's actually a 8. Becomes infinity with it. And he's like destroying everything, and then they have to like work together and yada yada yada. And then they end up winning and saving the day. And oh my god, it is so bad. This is the only episode. Keep in mind, I watched 71 episodes straight of Rick and Morty across like 4 weeks. Now, there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying it's bad, but none of them ever made me like go like I don't want to watch this. The only one that got me close was the spaghetti one because that one is really uncomfortable. Like there's other things in episodes that like they do sting and hit me like sense of humor, like it's just something heavy. But this is the spaghetti one like really kind of unnerved me. Like there's the one in the Fat Abbott's episode that there's a part that I kind of made me uncomfortable. But that's okay, It's okay to make me uncomfortable. This just straight up made me like, I want to quit. This is not interesting. It's not funny. And what are we at? I don't even know what number we're at. Number 4. I don't know if I said this yet. There's no jokes. Like, there's a few jokes. There's like a dad joke in there in the middle. There's like nothing almost funny is happening. And most of the jokes are just like bad number puns. Like, I love Beetlejuice cartoon. That shows nothing but bad puns. But I don't know what is. They're funny. This is just like, it's not funny. It doesn't work. And number 5, Mr. T doesn't... Ice T does not voice Ice T. Or Water Tea, or whatever he's called. Like, what are we doing here? This whole episode feels like a weird thing of like, Ice T agreed to be on the show. They asked him the first time, he's like, nah, I don't know what this is, I'm not being in it. And he's like, alright, this show's hot, I'm gonna get in it. And then he's like, yeah, but I don't want to play myself. I want to play the father of Water Q or whatever. It's so bad. Like, it feels like that, and it feels like a commitment where you had to put 10 episodes. You couldn't come up with a 10th, and you just said, whatever, throw this stupid idea we had for like 2 years ago. Nobody cares. Just do it. No, I mean, I mentioned this came out on the 10th anniversary of Rick and Morty's first episode, which makes it even worse because the pilot of Rick and Morty is really good. It's not as good as the rest of the show by far, which is a case with most pilots. But holy crap. Oh, well, I'll be right back. We'll return. I gotta go do something real fast. I'll be back. Oh, we're back. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's where was I? Yeah, 10th anniversary of the show. Just a really bad episode today, if at all. What's another thing about it? It sucks. Like, this is just not a good episode. And Golden Filazzo is not a character I'm that interested in. He ironically is probably his best moment in the show would have been in the previous episode where we saw Ice-T. The Show Me What You Got, the Chromions, the Get Swifty. Like, he has a pretty good arc there. It's well done, at least. This is just like throwing stuff at the wall. Like, it just doesn't work. I don't know what else to say. Like, the last reason is, I'm probably like, I don't know how many reasons now. Last reason that this episode particularly is really bad is because it comes after 2 fantastic episodes and followed by a really good one and then another fantastic one. It's right smack in the middle of an incredible run. Like, you get the was it Rick Mortification? I'm gonna see if I can find the name of that. That is one of the best episodes of the show. Hold on. Unmoored Rickon. Canada Unmoored Rickon came after another one where we kind of got like a intergalactic cable, a Morty's Mind Blowers kind of situation going on. And then it's followed by the one that's like a Ragnarok, like a thing about Vikings and Ragnarok and Bigfoot and the Pope. And it's really funny and well done and ridiculous over the top. And then we have the Fear Hole episode, the Fear No Mort, which if you haven't seen this one, oh yeah, Rick Finding Your Mort is the one after Unmortification. And this is the one where basically they bring like this thing that shows them the different events to pass. And like different stuff that happens, and it's like a stone, and it's really well done. I'm just gonna spoil it, but yeah, these two, the Unmortification is like probably one of the top 5 best episodes ever of the show, and the refriending your mort, Rick finding your mort is one of the. It's a really great episode too, really well done. Like I said, fantastic. And then you got the Ragnarok style one. That's really amazing. And then you have Fear No More, which is the last season finale, and it's one of the best episodes ever. Probably be like top 10. And then you have this pile of slop just sitting here doing nothing. Like, I don't know if there's anybody in the world that wanted a number crawling movie or episode. This feels a bit like The Simpsons, like The Simpsons giving spin-off episodes to different characters, or South Park. And then, like, every once in a while, you get something great like The Auto Show, and then sometimes you get Fall That Egg. And it's like, yeah. Ooh, this is just very bad. Avoid this one. If you're watching the show for the first time, by all means, if you're going to do what I did and binge it, my friend, do not watch this episode. Nothing important happens. I can tell you that right now. That could be reason number 8. Nothing important happens in this episode. Unless you seriously care about the Golden Fold and his life and Ice-T. Because, like, there's nothing to Rick. There's nothing to Morty. Morty barely even does anything in this episode. There was reason number 9. We got like 10 reasons here, almost. And yeah, it's just bad. It's not well done. And that's all I got to say about that. Hope you're having a new year. Hope you're having a better year than I am so far. Happy New Year. And I don't know, maybe I'll be doing another episode of these soon. Let's see how I feel, how things go. But anyway, if you're watching, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Have a good week, good weekend, whatever. Have some fun if you can. Live a little. Bye.